Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, Shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwath. It's just Bayan back again, to the spirit, power, and mercy of our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just want to get into a live stream talking to this Stephen Miller character, that spoke at, we're going to have to buzz name him. We'll call him Captain Kirk, as brothers been calling him. All right, he spoke at Captain Kirk's memorial or what have you. And he had a lot to say, man. And much of what he said, excuse me, I'm kind of under the weather, so forgive me for that. You're going to hear me sniffling or what have you, but allergies got me. But hey, the work still got to get done. But needless to say, a lot of what this guy was talking about, man, more than anything else, he put the Edomites' foot in their mouth. He's the poster child for all these Edomites putting their foot in their mouth, man. And ultimately what he did was he condemned himself. He condemned the nation of Esau, okay? And pretty much put them in a position, all right, where all their falsehood that comes in the form of their pseudoscience ultimately was knocked down to the ground, man. All right, all the shit that Esau would speak about, regarding their atrocities and how, it wasn't them, it was their forefathers or what have you. They always stand on the idea of, oh, it wasn't us. It was it was the colonizing Europeans, our forefathers. We weren't there. We're innocent. But here it is. You hear this Edomite. You hear this bar-headed Edomite, man. I'm gonna play the video too. All right, he's standing on the reality of their history, man. All right, which stems all the way back to the Turks. You see? He highlights the caves. He highlights the Romans. Okay? He highlights the realization of them being barbarians, man. And it's beautiful, man, because the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, it's speaking volumes right now, man, real time. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is making these Edomites look absolutely crazy, real time. Okay? Real time. And it's a beautiful sight to see. It's a beautiful sight to see Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, all right, pretty much tear at the seam. It's a beautiful thing to see, man. And ultimately, what it boils down to is this man's pride. All right, his pride has brought him to the point. His pride has brought him to the brink of becoming blinded. All right, he's so proud, bear with me. Esau's become so proud, right, that he's lost sight of reality. He's in a position, he's in the mindset where he's not thinking before he's speaking, right? He's not truly operating within the wise, which there is wise counsel amongst them, but he's no longer operating under the, because they utilize think tanks and stuff like this. Esau, you know how they like to graph things, they like to, they like to tap in. Scripture says there's nothing you can hide from them. All right, they search everything out, man. You see, so Esau likes to investigate. That's why you have a camera so small it can fit. This nigga created a camera so small it can fit in the ant mine. All right, because Esau wants to know everything. He wants to dig in and get into the nuts and bolts of shit. You see? So he's to the point now where he's so proud. His pride has taken him to the point where he's no longer operating with any type of wisdom. He's no longer operating with any type of strategy. Okay? He's shooting at the hip is what Esau's doing, man. And it's beautiful because as their system crumbles, all of them are losing it, man. We're seeing these regular Joe six-pack, because this dude Stephen Miller to say that he's a regular Joe six-pack. We're seeing them just lose it. They're falling apart, man. And now they're to the point where, the blessing that they were given by Isaac back in Genesis 27, that sword. Remember, Isaac said that Esau would live by that sword. All right. Now, deception was an ability that they've been given. Right? They've been given the ability to deceive. They utilize witchcraft or what have you, divination. Right? But when all else fails, Esau's always led to lean upon the sword. This is why his track record is so bloody. This is why his legacy, okay, consists of what? Colonization. All right? Rape, robbery, murder, lies, deception, falsehood, pseudoscience. Because at the end of the day, the sword, all right, is what this man has leaned on, and it's what he's going to lean on in these coming days, man. All right, and Esau's looking for a reason, man. Again, they're looking for somebody to blame. They see their system falling apart, and who else would be the better candidate but Jacob? Okay, are people that they hate through the spirit. There's hate that Esau has for us, and we for him. All right, it's a spiritual hate. This is something that's it's of the fourth dimension, man. The type of hate that we have for one another, man. But Esau, in his wickedness, right, he's expressed his hate towards us by executing atrocities upon us, man. Now, granted, he was used as a whooping stick upon us. But guess what? Hey, there's a penalty for that, man. And don't say the Lord's not fair in doing that. Hey, the Lord Yahweh can do whatever he wants. All right? He's the potter, we're the clay. All right, we really don't have nothing to say in regards to what Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, does or doesn't do. Okay? In the arena of the earth or anywhere else, man. You see that? So with that being said, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, let's get into this real quick. Let's open up with Obadiah. Through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, I'm going to play the clip, and then we'll just go from there through the spirit, man. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, the only chapter. I'm gonna start from verse 3. Verse 4 is the point. You see, because what escapes the mind of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is that, yeah, you've been given all this strength on the earth. Yeah, you've been given sovereignty. Yeah, you've been given the ability to rule from sea to shining sea. You see, but what escapes you is the reality of you being visited by the same power that gave you that power, that gave you that sovereignty, that gave you that liberty, man. Your takeover is going to be a divine one, okay? Executed by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And we can clearly see that your visitation has come. Look at Obadiah 1 and 3, and it reads, the pride of thine heart, right? The pride of thine mind. All right, that word heart in the Hebrew is lab. We always go into it. That's your heart is your mind. You see, listen. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock. So, hey, we know we're dealing with a madman. This precept right here, this first portion of this precept right here, lets us know clearly that we are dealing with a psycho. Okay, a man so proud that he's deceived himself. Okay, look. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, man. And this is all buzzword. Okay, this lets us know exactly who this is talking to, man. And it's so beautiful because in this video, I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters, which you've already probably seen, all right, by Stephen Miller, but we're going to play it again. Okay, he literally expounds on the reality of them coming from the caves. They went from darkness to light. Okay, this is the true history of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, the wild man, he was once called. All right, this is the one nation of people that truly have the history of being cavemen. And now the Lord's letting this information come out on the world stage, man. Why? 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. We're in the time of Esau's revelation. We here, Akiyam and Akwa. The scriptures are speaking loud and clear, man. The Bible is undefeated. Prophecies reigning supreme, man. And no one can escape it. Why do you think this man, Stephen Miller, was driven to bring forth that speech? Look, and now the video done went viral. It ain't going. This is, come on, man. All right, there's no turning back from here. Look. Oh, yeah, he dwelled in the cliffs of the rock over there in Petra, right, Mount Stair, right, Georgia, Russia. This is a true history that Esau has, man. All right, grunting, eating juniper root and marshmallow, you know, looking like a goddamn animal, man. All right, he was the neighborhood raccoon. All right, back in his day, man. Now he's been given the razor. We all brothers going to it. You know, he's been given the razor. You know, the 3-piece suit with the Nimrod tie, right? He hit him with the comb over, and now he's him. He's able to disguise himself as this civilized maniac. Okay, but the times we're coming into, his natural instinct is gonna come out. Okay, his natural instinct is gonna come out, man. Let's continue on. That saith in his heart, right? He saith in his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground, man? You're gonna hear this in this speech. Old boy's coming with this stance. He's saying, who's gonna bring us down? They have no idea what they've awakened. Okay? Erica is standing on the shoulders of warriors, he says. Okay? See, in Esau's mind, he's unstoppable. All right? In his mind, he's unstoppable, man. Why does he think this? Because all of his atrocities, right? All of his unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, they have been unanswered. Okay? There hasn't been a repercussion, okay, for this man's reign of terror. But the beautiful thing about it is we're coming into that time of the penalty, man, that this man will and must receive for all the wrong that he has done. We're coming into that time. It's creeping up on him. Obadiah 1:4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and you see that's their mascot, right? They've been running that mascot since the Greeks, right? And though thou set thy nest among the stars, you see that? And when you tap into this, you know they have the space station, and they actually have weapons in the form of those direct energy weapons, man. They got satellites that can shoot laser beams, man. Okay, and they call themselves being in preparation to get ready for Yahushua. All right, they coined it the 6th branch of military, the Space Force. You see that? Look it. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. See, so it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that's gonna bring this dude down. And that's beautifully written in Isaiah 47. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yahushua is not gonna meet this dude as a man. See, Esau's in store for a divine visitation. Yahushua has been patiently waiting. Okay? He's been patiently waiting, man. Who you think pissed him? Yup. The Romans, man. All right, why do you think Isaiah 63 says what it says? Who is this that coming from Edom, man? with dyed garments from Basra. Yahweh Shai is coming to gun for E. Yahweh Shai is gunning for evil E. All right, that's why there's a heavy spirit to target him, man. The other nations are on the scopeo. But notice how Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, he's the main character when it comes to the heathen. Okay, because he's been the main conspirator to forwarding our affliction. You see that? And he's so proud. He's boasting in it, man. He's boasting. And again, Stephen Miller is the poster child. Let's get the clip of this mindset that they have, man. But it's beautiful, man, because all Evil E's doing is he's chumping up more charges against him. That's all he's doing. Let's go. Let me just turn this light up on him. Bear with me, Aki Amanakwa.
When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I'm reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm. We are the storm. And our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion. Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity.
Now, if that's not pride, I don't know what is. If that's not pride, I don't know what is, man. And a lot of what he's saying is subliminal. Okay? Because understand, Esau got the scopeo on Jake. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is who this is targeting, man. His mindset, he's thinking niggas, man. Them so-called Latinos, them niggas, them Native Americans, man. Okay? You can hear it, and there's a video, who did it? I think it was, it could have been, I think it was Elder Yashawamba did a lesson, and he went into a video of this ex-white supremacist chick. Yeah, it was him, right? And yeah, he did that lesson. So he went into a video with this ex-white supremacist chick, and she dissected this dude's speech, you know, via the buzzwords he was using. You see, so, I mean, you can pick up on it through the spirit, you know, because again, if the Lord got the spirit on you, again, we can see through this dude like a looking glass, man. You know, Esau is transparent in our eyes. We know exactly what this dude's all about. We know what playbook he's running. Okay, with them 2 or 3 plays he got. You know, he ain't got more than 2 or 3 plays in that thick ass playbook that he executes every time. But needless to say, you heard him, man. There's a lot to highlight there, and take it for, you know, as far as him, you know, they stand back to to the Athens, to the Rome and Roman and all that. Listen, man, remember, a lot of that was Japhetic land first. Esau did what he did best, and he colonized that land. Okay? He stole that land. All right, the structures you see over there in the, what is that? Over there in, is that Petra? Right? I believe Ham had created those structures and stuff, man. Okay, Esau colonized that. Esau been colonizing the whole time. Since his inception, he's been running around just taking shit. You see? They haven't created shit. Okay? And a lot in, I wish I had the video, I don't have it. I wish I had the video, but I don't have it. But the brother, which brother was that? I think it's the brother from the Bahamas. I believe he had a short, or he did a lesson on a video showing all the creations as Trump was talking shit. And as he was saying what they created and brought forth, it was a Jake being pulled up on the picture regarding the true creator of that creation. You see, Esau didn't create it. Esau stole all the blueprints and all the creations that the slaves were coming forth with during the time of our cattle slavery. This man's a liar, a deceiver, a false accuser. All right, and the truth is coming to the light as we've titled it through the Spirit, man. You know, hey, this dude's talking about they came from the caves, man. He brought it out. He brought it. He said it for himself, man. That's straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth, man. And he's also standing on the violence that they executed throughout the course of their reign of terror. Because he said, you have no idea what you've awakened, he said. You see, because Esau been dormant for a while, man. The Lord put a chill spirit on him in the sense of, you know, bringing forth certain laws where you can have a freedom of speech and X, Y, and Z. You know, he did it. He calmed them down on that cattle slavery and what have you, and all that. You know, granted, they still got Jake as a 3/5 of a man. All right, in their laws, right? But needless to say, the Lord put a spirit on them to back off them. You see? So what do you think he means by that, man? They have no idea. Those that want to incite violence against us have no idea what they've awakened. X, Y, and Z, man. Esau's gonna turn back into the beast man, into the wild man, man. Okay? It's about to go down out here, man. See? Civil unrest, a reality, man. Race wars, sex wars, a reality. This is what's about to spill over. Okay? And this whole Captain Kirk situation is pretty much it's a stimulus. All right? Towards this reality of prophecy, man. It's another building block. You know, it's another building block to it, man. To play on the minds of the people and get them ready. Because prophecy is going to, at the end of the day, be fulfilled, man. The Lord said in Isaiah 19, he will set Egyptian against Egyptian, man. It's got to happen. There's no way around it. There's going to be civil unrest, city against city, man. It's going to go down. But I say all that to say this. Esau has put his foot in his mouth. How much more do the men of the Lord have to say to prove to you stupid so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that want to come up against this truth and not want to have an opinion that doesn't matter? All right? How long are you going to be stupid and think that this man's for your turn? All right? And think that this dude's some type of benevolent, harmless people, man. You have no idea what type of barbarians you're dealing with, man. Okay, but Esau's about to show him, you know. But this man is this man's a poster child for the mindset of all these Edomites, man. Old boy Stephen Miller. Yes, Stephen Miller is his name. He's a poster child for all these Edomites, man. And ultimately, his mouth condemned them all, man. So let's go get that in Job. Bear with me, let me see here. Damn. Let's see. This is the book of Job, chapter 15, and verse 6 in the KJV, and it reads, "Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yeah, thine own lips testify against thee," man. Okay, and this is a man that What we just saw in that video with this dude Stephen Miller couldn't highlight this precept better. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's get this in the Good News Bible too. Let's see what it says there. Actually, I looked it up already, and it's fire. Listen to this. Let me go grab it. When you go to the book of Job, chapter 15 and verse 6 in the Good News Bible, it says this: there is no need for me to condemn you. You are condemned by every word you speak. You see? And as we can see, as Esau opens his mouth, he's putting himself further and further into the position of exactly what the scriptures highlight him as, right? The devil that the Bible speaks of. You got Trump spewing madness. Every one of these dudes, every one of these so-called Edomites, so-called white people, excuse me, right? The self-proclaimed white man, which is the true Edomites, Esau, right? Every time they open their mouth, they're putting themselves in a position where they're tying their hands behind their back and they're putting their back against the wall, man. All right, because we're in a time now where that deception that they once had, it's no longer efficient. All right, and ultimately the Lord's making their own tongue to fall upon themselves, man, like Scripture said it would. You see, Esau is so delusional that he's not thinking rational. He's not thinking rational. He's just coming out with it, man, and being emotional, you know, but putting himself in a position that's pretty much that's exposing him. You see, he's exposing himself, man, because the Spirit of the Lord, there will come a time where Esau will be revealed in his time. And he's going to be part of revealing himself as well, as we can see. You know, he's pretty much going to validate everything that the men of the Lord have been saying for decades, man. Esau's going to validate it. All right, and as we step into the realm of Jacob's trouble, right? Everything that the men of the Lord have been saying regarding how bad it's going to be, how Esau's going to come through tripping, showing no pity for the old, young, what have you, the way he's going to handle you, Jake. See, when that comes to pass in its perfection, that's Esau validating everything that the men of the Lord were talking about. He's going to be doing it. He's going to be doing everything the men of the Lord said he was going to do. You know? But for a lot of you, Jake, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late for you, man. Okay? You can see the rage in this man's eyes, man. But guess what? The beautiful thing about it is he's going to be stopped. You see, the beautiful thing about this whole thing, the moral of this lesson is that at the end of the day, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is going to be stopped. That's the beautiful part of this whole story. Let me get something real quick, man. Because as they say in the world, what's that saying? The rooster is coming home to roost, or the chickens are coming home to roost, man. All right, when you go into that saying, what that saying is going into, as a matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. Because if I look it, I can explain it, but let me just get this real quick. Let me just look it up. The rooster is coming home to roost. Simple Google meaning. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. AI overview. Right? The rooster is coming home to roost, or more commonly, the chickens is coming home to roost, is an idiom meaning that the negative consequences of one's past actions or misdeeds are finally catching up to them, often resulting in an outcome that was deserved or foreseeable. That is heavy right there, man. And what is foreseeable? What's foresight? What's to see? Prophecy, man. To say before, the men of the Lord are telling the world through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is going to be dealt with. All right, for all of his atrocities and for all of his heinous crimes he's done to the children of Israel, to the planet Earth, to the animals, and to everybody else. All right? There's deadly consequences that's coming with this dude's visitation, man. And the men of the Lord are telling him this through the Spirit. Right? And this word has entered into the gates of the nobles, and they hear it. You know? This is why they're scrambling, man. Okay? They're being blitzed through the spirit. And now they're scrambling, man. And that's why you're seeing speeches like this. And who knows what's going on in the upper echelons of these barbarians, man. You know, the type of confusion and disagreements they're having, you know, behind closed doors. But anyways, I want to get this, man, but we will find out soon. Let's get this real quick. Let's close out with this in Ezekiel. This came to mind right here, because again, this man's running his mouth, right? He's running his mouth, not realizing that, hey, all you did was put yourself deeper and deeper into the hole. You know, he called himself bringing forth a motivational speech, right, to pump up his fellow barbaric Edomite counterparts, man. Nah, man, all you did was put yourself deeper and deeper into the hole. Because now, look, you got the men of the Lord bringing out prophecy that's reflecting exactly what you're saying, man. Bringing forth the reality of who you truly are. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, right? And verse 13, and it reads, thus with your mouth, and the Lord's talking to Edom, and you're gonna see that as we read down. Thus with your mouth, ye have boasted against me, man, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Okay, the Lord's heard everything you demons have said in the dark or on mainstream media, as we're seeing now. And understand this: when he's standing there talking about we created empire, we, and we, disregarding the power, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, but they're built to be like that. You know, they're built to be unbelieving demons, man. You see, as scripture says, a fool has said that there is no God, man. A fool has said in his heart that there is no God. That fool is Esau, first and foremost, man. Okay, they've done abominable works, man. But guess what? The Lord is going to meet you at the crossroads, man. This is what we're coming, this is the time we're coming into. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is about to meet Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, at the crossroads, man. The Lord told us to wait ye upon him until he rises up against the prey. All right, the prey is Esau. So as much as Esau thinks he's preying on us, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is preying on him. Let me read this from the top. Ezekiel 35 and 13. Thus with your mouth have ye boasted against me, and I have multiplied and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh. All right, it's God in all caps. That's Yahweh. When the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. What's that talking about? After the 1,000-year captivity of you heathen, all right, because you are going to serve a 1,000-year captivity upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. The rest of the heathen nations are going to be able to go to land that's granted unto them, granted access unto them, and they're going to be able to enjoy the paradise of the earth. You see, it tells you that in Isaiah, right? Isaiah, what's that, 13, if I'm not mistaken? They're going to have a burial, but Esau's not. A burial, a grave goes into a resting place, man. You see that? The heathen nation is going to have a burial, a resting place, right? Not Esau. Esau's going to be, all the Edomites are going to be gathered up. And how the Lord's going to do this specifically, we will find out. Because we're going to see it through the Spirit. In reality. But I'm speaking through the Spirit. Esau is going to be gathered up. All the Edomites. Pursuing the Obadiah 1 and 18. And eviscerated, man. That's how the Lord's going to do them. And it's all over the scriptures. Regarding the whole house of Edom being done away with. You can make a whole lesson on that. With numerous precepts. See? From the vision of Balaam to the Lord speaking to Moses, clarifying to him that he will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And remember Amalek, man, for what he's done to us, what he did to us by the way, man. All right, and it tells you at the bottom of that, I believe that's in, is that Numbers? Could be Exodus. He says, when we get quietness and we're in our land, he's going to do away with Amalek and the whole house of Edom, man. It's all over the scriptures, man. You see? Check it out. And it's telling us here. It's also right here. We're reading it. I'm going to read it again. Ezekiel 35 and 14. Verse 15 is the point. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, See, when the whole earth is rejoicing, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea. Idumea is the Greek and Latin way to say Edom. All of Idumea is going to be desolate. This is why the Lord said he's going to cut off son and he's going to cut off nephew, man. Because when you do that, you cut off the seed line. If you cut off the seed line, bye-bye. Okay? Look. Even all of it, the Lord is just he's reiterating like how bad he's going to cut you niggas off, man. He says even all of it, man. See, the Lord's pissed, man. Yahweh Bashim, see, we can't even imagine how pissed Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai is, man, with these people, man. We can't even imagine. But we're going to see it when the rage gets opened up on them in the form of in the form of Esau's world being leveled, man. We're going to witness the rage of the Lord, and that's going to testify to how pissed Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai truly is with these people, man. Okay? I'm going to read this from the top and read through it. Ezekiel 35:15, it reads, As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, man. Again, qualifying that Obadiah, that it's the Lord that's going to take you down. You see? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is coming for you, fool. Okay, and there's nothing you can do about it, man. So you go ahead and keep boasting. You know, you keep relishing in the moments of you conquering, Gad, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Negroes, man. You keep boasting in that. Keep walking around the rest of your diminishing empire with your nose thumbed up into the air. Go ahead, continue. But understand this. Your destiny is upon you, man. And I'm going to leave you with that, beloved Aki Amenak, while I'm going to go to the comment board. Because I can go on Esau all day. You already know. You black out when you start talking about this demon. Yeah, shalom to you, beloved Aki Amenak, on the comment board. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to you, beloved Akiyam and Akwath. Shalom. 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 Ain't no precepts, it's all good. It's all through the spirit. I was gonna go grab a precept, but it's all through the spirit. I gotta run anyway. I gotta grab my little man, but you already know what it is. Hey, the water for tuning in, the water for your precepts, in the future. If anything goes up on the description, later on. But needless to say, hey, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Listen, man. We're close. I know you, beloved Aki Amenak, can feel it. We're close. This is why we need to gird up in the spirit. Get ready. Get ready to go through the fire, man. All right, we're about to go from glory to glory. The next stage is coming, man. And we can't fold under pressure. The next stage is coming. And as beautifully said by the brother Azan Amath, persecution is a must, but so is salvation for those that endure. And we're coming into those stages, man. We got to get through it. Hey, these bodies can't come. So understand that the spirit got to come out of it one way or another, whether the Lord, we take part in that ascension, Revelations 11, where we get beamed into the chariots, or you have to play the part of a martyr, man. Take it joyfully, man. Understand that we got to come out of the body. This body, we got to shed it. So there's no way around it, man. Let's walk through the fire, praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, like it tells us in Isaiah, man. Let's walk through the fire, praising. Man, let's close out with that. Just some words of, motivation through the spirit. Because we're close. We there. We there, Akiyam and Aqua. You know it. Let me see here. Bear with me. I threw a blank. But I want to close out with that. If I can find it. Is it Isaiah 24? Let me see something real quick. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Damn, where's that at? I'm probably looking right over it. Let me do this. I want to say it's Isaiah. Praising the Lord through the fire. I think I'm looking over it. Let me go back to Isaiah 24, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, you brothers know where that's at. We can close up with that. I'm shooting a blank. I thought it was Isaiah 24. Let me see here. No, I can't find it. Wow. I know it's in Isaiah, though. I'm tripping. But it's all through the Spirit. Let's get this one. We can get this. Close up with this right here. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5. And verse 10, red letter, Yahweh Shai speaking, right? Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, man. And this is where we're going, man. We're going to the kingdom, Akiyam and Akwath, man. Esau's the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. All right, we're witnessing the fall of an empire and the transitioning of powers, man. All right, and there's nothing evil he can do about it, man. But continue to pretty much put himself in a position where he just keeps exposing himself, man. He's going to continue to look crazy, desperate, all right, and just completely sloppy and just completely out of his mind, man. You know, he's losing. He's losing the information war. He's losing the control of having the control over the narrative, as brothers mentioned. which we can clearly see. He doesn't have control over the narrative. Chat GPT snitching on him, right? All these, was Barack is another one, I believe. I believe it's called Barack or something like that. Barack snitching on him. Okay, the internet snitching on him. The unicorn's not abiding with him, right? The unicorn being the internet. Esau's through. He's all over the place, man. All right, because at the end of the day, he's losing. He's falling. Esau's falling, man. Babylon is falling, man. And we're about to win through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We're going home soon, Akiyam and Akwal. Stay locked in. Stay prayed up, fast as well as pray. All right, and as the beloved elder apostle Rakah often says, man, yo, we got to keep our medicine strong, right? Fasting and praying, man. Keep your medicine strong, man. Isaiah 51, right? We got to stay in the house, man. We got to stay in the house, man. We're outside of the house. We're vulnerable, man. You know, to be attacked, man. Stay in the house. Stay within the body, man. Stay watching. You know, us men that have been given the gift of utterance. You know, we're supposed to stay watching, man. You know, as the Lord said, what's that, Romans 12, if I'm not mistaken? You know, blessed is that servant whom the Lord findeth watching. You see? And we want to be found watching, man. We got to stay locked in, man, because Esau is moving, man. Esau is moving, man. And we are, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, we've been made a line of defense, you know, for the sheep. So this is why we got to bring it out. We got to watch and bring it out, man. You see, but I'm going to leave you with that, beloved Akiyam and Akwal. And again, Lord willing, you were edified. Lord willing, you were spiritually fed. Salaki, I couldn't find that precept. I'm probably looking right over it. You know, Satan's working. But what I'll do is I'll put it in the description box, because I will find it through the spirit, Lord willing. I know exactly what precept I'm looking for. I just can't really word it. But it goes into, we'll be praising the Lord through the fire. Roughly paraphrasing that. That's all that's coming to mind, but I know it's in Isaiah. But needless to say, I'm going to leave you with that, beloved Akiyam and Akwal. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath will edify. Shalom.